Former NFL head coach Eric Mangini on what he sees in the 2023 Browns. This is from The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
They're underrated. And here's why. Deshaun Watson has benefited from the attention that Aaron Rodgers has gotten, the attention that Russell Wilson has gotten. Everybody forgets that he was an elite quarterback. And a few years ago, he was throwing 33 touchdowns and 7 picks. He had a 112 quarterback rating. And the difference between him and those other guys is he's 28 years old. He's in the prime of his career. Now he's moved a year away from all the offseason problems. He's got 6 games in the system. He's got a full offseason with the team. There's so many things that are pointing in the direction of him being able to get back to that form that he was in. And now the Browns added a veteran defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, who I like a lot. They've still got the great offensive line, great offensive line coach. And they've got so many pluses going for them, and they're somewhat under the radar compared to a lot of teams we talk about.
So, John, let me ask you this: how good do you think this roster is? I mean, we've been talking about it, and when you look at it, you're in the second or third, RB3 and defensive tackle 5. You're way down the depth chart when you start going, this is a battle for this position.
Yeah, they got some clear cut stars at a lot of the main positions, right? And obviously Deshaun Watson being the biggest question mark, but could potentially be the biggest star on this team if he can get back to what he was. And then you look at guys like Amari Cooper, who's still performing at a high level at the wide receiver position. He's a great separator, great route runner who could provide an easy target for Watson. David Njoku really kind of emerged late last season as well, and as a strong receiving tight end option. And then, yeah, if we can start to see guys like Elijah Moore get utilized in different ways as well, that offense could be really strong. I love the defense as well. I love what they're doing there with Jim Schwartz. I know there's been some changes at the safety position, Juan Thornhill coming in, but Grant Delpit, I think, could take another step this year. He's a really strong player. They've got some stars at the cornerback position in Denzel Ward. I think Greg Newsome offers a lot of upside as well. But then specifically the defensive line, that's the main one for me. They can generate a pass rush with some of these guys that they brought in. Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, Dalvin Tomlinson, quietly is actually a decent pass rusher as a bigger interior defender, even though he doesn't necessarily put up sacks. He's a guy that can collapse the pocket as well. So some really, really interesting pieces that I think there's a lot of potential there that I think Mangini was right that this team as a whole can surprise a lot of people, and the AFC, as tough as it is, these guys could be pushing for a wild card spot at some point this season.